Hello everyone and welcome back to Navis Nobilite. I am Captain Zelnick, and today I'm going to do a brief overview of the Dark Eldar fleet. The Dark Eldar fleet is a bit of a strange departure from even the Eldar. They break a lot of rules in the same way the Eldar do, and they break a whole new set of rules just to make things interesting. Now, very similarly to the Craft World Eldar, they are all designed to basically be build-a-ships. Their escorts are customizable, their cruisers are customizable. As such, you only have two classes, though within you have a lot of different combinations to do whatever you need. With the Torture class cruiser, it's basically where you get your heavy firepower with a little bit of resilience, and then of course there's the Corsair Escort, which gives you all of your flexibility and really heavy firepower. The Dark Eldar fleet functions effectively as a rusty scalpel. It's designed to go in, destroy something in a really ugly way, and then, as a result, make the rest of the enemy fleet kind of fall apart without that critical piece of infrastructure. As a result, they're very fast, they're very, very deadly, they're very good at pinpoint destruction of a single enemy target, but the consequence of that is they really cannot suffer incoming enemy fire very well. Now, they're tougher than your average Eldar. They don't suffer critical hits on a 4, but their cruiser only has 6 hits. Their escorts are armor 4 up. Just like all of the other Eldar, they have durability and reliability issues. Now, they're a little bit better at boarding, unless you somehow pull a draw, in which case all of the drugs wear off, and suddenly they suck at it. They have really cool rules regarding to slave taking for extra victory points. They have really cool rules for their weaponry, like the Phantom Lance, which is more efficient than the Pulsar Lance. They are a wonderful, nasty little thing to spring on somebody who is really overconfident about their list. You can expect, if you are playing against the Dark Eldar, to have them go and strike at the most dangerous vessel in your fleet that can face against them. Some fleets are not well equipped to fight against the Dark Eldar. A great example would be the Tau, especially the original exploration fleet Tau. All of their ordnance effectively doesn't mean that much because it's okay if I take a couple of hits from blast markers. All I need to do is move in, kill a couple of ships, board a couple of your ships, and then I'm going to have more than enough victory points just to fly off the table edge and win the game. Now, in regards to dealing with the more complicated elements of the Dark Eldar list, they have things like slave taking, as I mentioned before. They have a lot of unique ordnance, like the Impaler Assault Module. It's very important that if you want to play as the Emo Eldar, you really, really do need to spend the time to read their rules carefully and realize that what you have is, in effect, a bottle rocket with a bazooka. They go very, very fast, they shoot a really big gun, and then they shatter all over everything and make a huge mess. So remember that this is a quintessentially raiding force. If you remember that, you will win most of your games. If you try and play the fleet battle with Dark Eldar, you're going to have a lot of problems. So that's the Dark Eldar in a brief. Now, one last thing about their miniatures. What you're seeing here on the screen is actually modifications from the 40K Dark Eldar jet bikes with a lot of additional bits and bobs to make them look really, really cool. And admittedly, you can even still see the seat right here. It's a little silly, but they look really, really good. And they look infinitely better than, say, the original Dark Eldar ships, which have no subtlety whatsoever and just don't look that good. There's really no theme or understanding about what makes these Dark Eldar. They don't even look like Dark Eldar from before their most recent update where they got all of their new stuff. Aside from, of course, the Pokebits. I hate to say this, but this looks ribbed for her pleasure. It doesn't really look like anything else. So if you're looking for Dark Eldar ships, I highly recommend going third party. Don't bother getting the old GW minis. They're not that good looking. So that's Dark Eldar in a nutshell. So I hope that was all informative to you. I'm going to go talk about the ships themselves next. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you all again soon.